My name is Jane. I'm a junior student in the Liberty Online, and today I'm talking about the Somalian pirates. What comes to your mind when I talk about the Somalian pirates? I know the Somalian pirates are known well in every American home after the hijacking of Alaska, Alabama, and the capture of Captain Richard Phillips. Everybody of us were on the alerts of the news to see the dramatic rescue by the U.S. Marine snipers. Who are these the Somalian pirates? The Somalian pirates are people of Somalia. They come from the country of Somalia. As you can see this map of Africa. The country of Somalia is in the Horn of Africa and is bordering the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean. That is the home of the Somalian pirates. The Somalian pirates are a young group of people, of organized gangs of age 25 to 35 of age, and the teenagers are not excluded. They are highly organized, with commanders in the land and those who go into the sea. They are organized in groups of ex-military men who has automatic weapons to defend the group, and they are technical experts with GPS and satellite phones and hardware and the military hardware know-how. And then they have the ex-fishermen men who know the sea and who can be able to navigate within the sea. So if you look at this group, it's like a military group that is well organized in the coast of East Africa. The international community has suffered a lot of losses through the piracy which is continuing in the East African coast through the land of Somalia. Many cargo ships that are passing through the routes have been hijacked, and the pilots who are the captured has demanded a ransom for money to release the captives. The recent was actually the recent, which is the largest amount of money that has been paid, in 2010, January this year, was recorded in the New York Times in May 4th, 2010, which was a total of $5.5 million to secure the release of a Greek oil tanker with 29 crews on board. That's a lot of money. And looking at it, the Gulf of Aden is one of the most world important trade routes. It is estimated that 16,000 ships, cargo ships, pass through that route every year, carrying oil from the Middle East to Europe and to the North America. According to the Center of International Maritime Bureau, a total of 214 ships were attacked this last year, and 47 of them were successfully hijacked. In 2008, June 2nd, the United Nations Security Council passed the resolution of US and France, resolution of 1860, that allows the warships, the foreign warship, to enter into Somalia waters and repress the robbery at sea, plus the piracy. Nevertheless, something is happening at the coast. According to a recent study by the Bureau, by the Institute of International Affairs in UK, it has recorded that piracy in the Gulf of Aden has continued to increase, despite the coalition of Navy warships that are reported in the press. It is also believed that the pirates have improved GPS systems and satellite phones, and they are likely more connected into an international information centers in Europe and in Asia and in the Gulf, which goes back to Somalia. This gives them a good network to work within the sea, even when we have the naval warships in there. So there is a great threat within the East African community, as we can see from this information. So where do we go from there? Remember, the experts are worried that the Somaliland could be also tied to the Al-Qaeda. Al-Shabaab is one of the leaders in Al-Qaeda region and he is now controlling one of the cities in the central of Somalia by the name Balawe. Last year, when the US troops raided Somalia in the same area, we have one of the commanders, Hassan, who was one of the people who were killed, and a US suspect in the bombing of Kenya, US embassy in Kenya. So this shows that there is a tie within the Somalia to the Al-Qaeda region. The Al-Qaeda region. Then from there, what we saw, the United States has also been haunted by the military hardship and assault that happened in 1999 in Somalia, in the capital of Mogadishu, when the Black Hawks were shot down by the insurgents. It is believed that the Islamic extremists are taking advantage of the bottom country. We have challenges in the area. Which are the challenges? Number one, piracy in Somalia is something that is socially accepted. Number one, they call their pirates as coast guards. One of the artists said, 1 month's pirate is 1 month's coast guard. What do they mean? Piracy started in one way, that when the shipping industry were collapsed in the country of Somalia, the ex-fishermen went to the sea to safeguard their waters from foreign ships who were fishing in the area. There is also a problem of dumping of waste from the European countries in the area. So they are safeguarding their waters, but how well and how good are they safeguarding? How much is the money that is used in the pirates coming back to the people of Somalia? And who is paying? The international community has continued to lose their money, has continued to lose money in a swelling economy in the country of Somalia through piracy. Through piracy. Piracy. So, and then the next challenge that we have, an international challenge, is that we do not have a way to prosecute the pirates who are captured within the sea. Number one, we have had problems for those who have been taken to France in the recent past, that they have asked for asylum in the country to get away from their own country. The BBC in April 2010 has aired the Kenyan Foreign Minister Wetangula announcing that Kenya is backing off from prosecuting the pirates because of the great number that has been added by the coalition Navy forces into the Kenyan courts and the less of commitment from the international community. What next? In the recent visit by the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, this week to the country of Kenya, which is a key ally of the United States in the area, the President of Kenya has asked that the US take a central bid into the international forces to get the Somalia problem solved by the international community. The last and not the least, where are we going from there? The international community has continued to lose millions of dollars through piracy in Somalia, in a swollen economy. How far can we go? Let's wait and see.
Good job.
I got lost.
Thank you.